What's going on, beautiful people? It is Pride Month, and I'm here to talk to y'all about Baddies Going Wild. But beyond Baddies Going Wild, again, it is Pride Month, and shout out to all my Alphabet Clan members, and shout out to our allies who are legit allies and not using the F word and not, opposed to the concept of us having a Pride Month. Okay, I feel like every minority group should have a Pride Month, because when you're not a part of the majority, that means you are a minority, and minorities have to go through a lot. And just, an extra insight of information: if it wasn't for a gay black man, civil rights wouldn't even exist. So I need y'all to know y'all history and understand that we, the Alphabet Clan, are the reason why a lot of you, minorities, especially involving women, have the liberties and the rights that you do have today, even though a lot of those are being reversed and overturned by orange hair. Okay? But that's not what y'all are here for. Y'all are not here to talk about politics, but trust and believe I will always stand on the backs of my people, for my people, and that's just what it's going to be always. Yeah. For Baddies Going Wild is a very interesting show. And out of the three, Bad Boys, Baddies Going Wild, and Baddies, Baddies Going Wild is my fave. This particular episode didn't really do me no favors, though. It was all right. It was okay. It was okay. This episode, I would give like a low 6 or 7. Because it was just mainly about the fights and not really about any more story building. And so I just hope we get more into getting to know these women and who they are. It seems like that may happen next episode, but we shall see. This episode 5 of Baddies Going Wild, entitled Lines Crossed, literally in the sand, baby Tyson. I'm liking you more and more and more. I see the allure with you that people have. And yeah, you're a dope chick. You may not win all your fights, but I like the fact that you are the tiniest, I believe, and you're going hard and standing in the paint regardless. And I feel like Baby Tyson is the definition of win, lose, or draw, and not like a Mariah Lynn win, lose, or draw, but like an actual person that's going to get in no matter what, win, lose, or draw. Because she's going up against everybody and not ducking any fades. So for me, she's the definition of win, lose, or draw. Dolly is the definition of win, lose, or draw. Bad Dolly. Anyways, we're not talking about baddies. We're talking about Baddies Going Wild, episode 5, Lines Crossed. Maloney says she needs a cast. Dava wants to get back at her, and I'm reading my notes on the side. If you see my eyes go down and go up and go down and go up. Maloney is injured now, but pretty much all season, I think Dava has been injured, and she still is getting in there. She's still being remotely active. She is picking and choosing, though. I see a lot of y'all liking Dava or loving Dava, but she is picking and choosing, though. She's picking and choosing. This whole episode, she picked and chose. Okay, she fought Maloney, cool. But when Maloney couldn't fight for her elbow and Elena wanted to get in there, David decided not to fight. So that is a pick and choose moment. That is the definition of pick and choose. Lulu calls out Sam. They fight. And to be honest, I can't really get into their fights. They fights a little scrappish. But Lulu managed to get Sam when Sam put her head down. Once you put your head down, it's in it. It's in there. It's in there. You hear that? You hear that? You hear that? Imagine that being somebody facing you. Bang, 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 bang. Something's bound to leak. And unfortunately, Sam, she's from the Bronx. Repping my hood. We from the South. She from the Bronx. Her nose leakage on the floor. Leakage, okay? Becky Tyson, she don't care if she fights Becky again. I do not know why, because we know that Becky is a scrapper. Y'all don't like Becky. Y'all call Becky a follower. Y'all saying that she's only fighting the little people. We don't see the same things. It's okay. I feel like no one told Becky to be upset at G-Baby. No one told Becky to follow up on the bully line. No one told Becky to do any of the things that she's doing. So I don't know how she is a follower per se, but whatever. It is what it is. Y'all don't like her. Cool. Y'all don't like her. But Baby Tyson is going to stand up regardless. Win, lose, or draw. She is the definition of that. Dava wants Maloney. Maloney threw her elbow out. So Maloney's like, nah, my arm don't work. My arm don't work. Nah, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. My arm. I'm like, okay. I thought there was no injured reserve, but we have somebody that's injured and she's reserving the rights to not fight. The girls are making mention of the bed, like, y'all not fighting. Who bed is this? Who bed is this? Y'all bed is in the water. Who bed is this? And then, Lauren goes and hops on the bed. She does a lynx and she's riding that. And she's naming all of the bed brands, Tempur-Pedic and all the names. I don't know all the names, but she's naming them. Lauren is hilarious. Lauren is funny. I like Lauren. I think Lauren is dope. I have no problems with her. She says this is her house. Shane lost not one fight. Now, I will say, I don't think she lost a fight either. Yeah, I don't. I'm thinking. I'm allowing my brain to conceptualize what actually happened with her fights. And no, I don't think she lost a fight per se either. Yeah. So I understand her bigging herself up and amping herself up. And it's her house, I guess. It's her house. But she just talking ish. I mean, I think it would be her house if no matter what both sides was on her jock, it would be her house. So it's not necessarily her house. But I get what she's saying. She feeling herself and I understand. Leandria comes from out of the bushes and she goes over to Sam and she's like, dang, your face is up. Your nose is leaking, bro. You okay? I don't know why y'all fighting like this. Dang, man. Look at your face. Sheesh. I don't think you want to look in the mirror. Are we still going to the beach? And I'm like, bro, what is a Leandria is a ish starter for real. She is a ish starter. And I don't understand how she's gotten this far without being, well, she was touched. Lauren put her hands on her and made her smell her coochie almost, but Leandria is one of the ones you got to look out for. You got to watch out for her because she is sneaky. She gives me conniving vibes. She gives me play behind the scenes vibes, Sam is like, yeah, my nose is busted. It is what it is. But I had to get in here. I had to get in there. No, you don't have to get in there. You know why you don't have to get in there? Because Nas isn't for real. And neither is Leandria. So Sam, you don't have to get in there. Like, if you're going to get in there, make sure that she's leaking too. I'm sorry. Somebody else has to be damaged. If you're damaged, somebody else has to be damaged. If you can't damage a person, stop fighting. Please the 5th, please the 8th, please the 10th, whatever. Stop fighting, stop getting in there. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Cut it out. In my mind, your nose is leaking. Cut it out. It's not cute. It's not pretty. It's not hot. But Sam is a good sport. She's like, yeah, you know what it is. I just had to do it. I had to do it. It is what it is. So, yeah, I just had to do it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Maloney is walking around with an elbow brace, and Sam's walking around looking like Bad Dolly did back in the first audition she went to. Nose jacked up. She got bandages all over the place. Maloney's like, yeah, let's go get the bed. And I'm like, bro, that bed is so heavy. I know it's going to be heavy. You are going to try to, with your broken elbow and this girl that can't breathe through her nose, y'all going to try to lift this bed out the pool. Y'all ain't going to be able to lift it. Y'all ain't going to be able to lift it. She realized that they can't lift it. She's like, nah, let's leave it. We got Cutter's bed. It is what it is. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, cool. Security tried to even get the bed out. Both big old dudes couldn't lift it. And the main security guard was like, my back, I can't lift it. Yeah, don't put no mattress in the water. Before they leave from trying to get the bed out of the water, or at least acting like they're going to get the bed out of the water, Dava comes out, and it's a Maloney versus Dava shouting match. Maloney goes below the belt and says, why you can't marry a black man? Why you can't marry a Jamaican man? I'ma F your husband, make your husband leave you. You a disgrace to your race because you married a white man, so forth and so on, this, that, and the third. In my mind, I'm like, ouch. What is Maloney, though? Like, what is she? Is she black? She don't look black. But, black comes in all shades and or, transformation. So I'm trying to figure out what is Maloney? Because she talking about white folks. What is she? I'm not saying she white, but I don't know what she is. Either way, David is so upset her husband is being talked about. She goes and gets the saved picture of Mink from under the bed, and she goes to light it. I'm like, okay, so we lighting Mink's photo, but Maloney just said all that stuff about your husband. You white ain't got no beef with Maloney, but you're going at the minx. I guess it's because it's the other side. She want to do something to the other side. She go ahead and lighten the thing. Now, mind you, the cameraman just filming her lighting this thing. Now, I don't know about y'all or the producers, but I wouldn't feel so cool and keen to have this girl burning up something in the house. She goes off to the balcony, she's burning it. Then the woman security guard that we see often, she comes out, she's like, yeah, no, you can't do that. She goes and throws the picture overboard. Then you got Lauren. Lauren comes, she like, Lauren, rip that up. Lauren can't rip it up because it's a real, photo paper. And her hand and everything's, she couldn't really rip it out. Means comes and she sees that her photo has been burned. Who burned my photo? David says, I did. Mink and David go back and forth. Nothing is really established in this moment except the hatred that Minx and David have for each other. And it is what it is. Mink says she's going to be on that. She's going to get that. And it's not ending with David. I'm like, okay, well, it's going to be an ongoing situation. You know what I mean? It's going to be ongoing. They decide to go to the beach. The two groups are completely separate. There is a line crossed on Baddies Gone Wild episode 5, lines crossed. But I don't really want to cover what they talked about because it didn't really make no sense. One girl is big. Maloney is bigging up Sam for getting in the paint and saying, Sam, you lost that one time. Yeah, you did good this time. You needed to step up. No, she didn't do good because her nose is leaking. Like, what do you mean she did good? Then they're going to be talking about they mad at Mimi for jumping in. But, girl, Elena, you jumped into a fight that had nothing to do with you because David was fighting Maloney. So if you jumped into a fight, Mimi's going to jump into that fight. I mean, that just makes sense. It's 2 on 2 on 2. And I don't really care who is involved in. It happened on Bad Boys and it happened on Baddies. It happened on Bad Boys when Ant jumped into the fight to help Shotty because Landon jumped into the fight to help Booty. It happened in Baddies when Bahati was fighting Hurricane and then Neek jumped her little ass in the fight. So TT jumped and ran up on Neek. Y'all need to stop jumping. Because if you jump on my friend, I'm going to join the fight and we going to destroy. Because I come with weapons. I don't care about what nobody say. I'm fighting with weapons. All sorts of weapons to prohibit my knuckles and my hand from feeling some sort of way after I injure shit. Like, what? Like, I don't know why nobody got stomped in the Adam's apple yet. Like, I don't know why nobody got punched in the Adam's apple. I don't know why nobody got stomped. I don't know why nobody ain't getting choked and squeezing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why nobody's getting their eye dug out. I have no idea. But they don't fight like that. I do. So, yeah. This wouldn't be some situation that people can walk away from. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just, happy that these people are able to walk away. Because you jump my friend, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. For me, I realize that everybody's different. And not everybody is as violent as I am. I had this... I don't have it with me. So I was driving in my car with a Bay, and he was like, "What is that in the back seat?" It was a metal and finger ring. I call it a finger ring because it covers the whole finger, but it was sharp and pointy, like it had a claw at the end of it, and like braces that stuck out from it, like metal braces that stuck out from it, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that perfect claw right there, just the bang in the eye, like bang, 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 bang in the eye. And it protects your finger because it's wrapped around your finger, but it's metal. And I explained to him why. He was like, bro, like, you're really that dangerous? I'm like, yeah, wouldn't you be if somebody was fighting you, hitting you, messing your face up? Like, nah, like, why are you trying to be cute in that situation? Or why are you trying to be go for blow, for blow, for blow, for blow, for blow? Nah, you ain't seeing. You ain't breathing. Like, just a good hit right here. Not this. Right here, there's no bone protecting this. Fuck that shit up. Bang, bang. Anyways. Enough about me and my crazy antics and how I, avoid, bodily injury and bodily harm to others. They go to the beach. Baby Tyson on the beach saying, we are not fighting on the beach. Baby Tyson don't want to fight on the beach. Baby Tyson want to look cute. All the girls, even though they all got, war wounds, majority of them, they leave looking cute. They get cute, right? They put on their hats. They get cute. And so they has to be in a wig. So they all going to the beach. They're not really worried about the other side. The other side not really worried about them. They get on a banana boat. Lauren started flirting with the hazel green eye instructor. Or at least that's what the episode made us believe. Like, Lauren was on that talking about she know how to ride and all that. And then she like big things or something along them lines. And then the dude was like, well, do you think you can handle it? I'm like, okay, he ain't even really that cute, Lauren. Move on. He ain't cute, friend. Move on. All he got is those eyes. But no. Lauren gets left on the first banana boat run. And I don't know about y'all, but I thought it was about to be a setup moment where the production was going to have the other crew come in and they join Lauren on the beach and Lauren get like jumped or something. I thought it was going to be a jump set. Like, I just knew it was going to be something planned from the producers, but they didn't. The other crew comes, but they still, both sides are able to still ride the banana boat, and no side was actually hindered from riding until both sides comes back. Now, I like the playfulness of this moment, right? We see the playfulness with the girls, how they ride the banana boat, their personalities shine through. We see the playfulness on both crews. Becky is riding back and forth. Becky is doing splits, all the legs open and all that. They fall off board. Both groups fall overboard. Maloney can't get back on the boat because her arm is hurt. She pulling back like, no, don't pull my arm. Sam and Leandria have a bonding moment because they stay off of their banana boat and they walk in the beach. In my mind, I'm like, okay. Leandria is funny style. This is when Leandria says, girl, you got a busted nose. You and Mimi walking around with busted nose and busted lips and black eyes. I don't know how y'all do it. You have to take her in doses. She give me funny in your face and funny behind your back. It's so interesting because she getting away with it. I don't know about y'all, but I would have been like, what you say? Like she would have got, I'm not saying she would have got popped, but like Leandria doing too much for me. She doing too much. She doing too much for me. But they allowing her to get away with it. So that's when like the baddie come in on that. Cause she's staying pretty. She the prettiest one out of all these girls right now because no one's really touched her for real, for real. She ain't got no injuries for real, for real. So it's interesting. I wonder how long this is going to last. That's what I'm saying. I wonder how long this is going to last. Baby Tyson says, we drawing a line in the sand. She draws a line in the sand. She takes her clock or clocks or whatever, the Crocs, and draws a line in the sand. Basically, I don't know what this is supposed to do, but I'm crossing her. Without. In my mind, I'm like, why are they still fighting? Why is Becky still wanting to fight Baby Tyson? And in this moment, it's not really making sense outside of the fact that you just drew a line and said that I can't cross it, and if I cross, it's going to be a problem. I already don't like you, so then let it be a problem. Other than that, I'm like, that was unnecessary. They could have just went about their business and kept their day going, in my mind. But I feel like in these like circle huddle moments, like I feel like producers just be like, all right, like this your moment to shine again. Like, what y'all want to do? Y'all both here. Y'all want to go home? Y'all want to be on the beach? Whoever fights the most get free food. I don't know. I just feel like it be that sometimes because a lot of these fights be coming out of nowhere. Outside of her being pressed or pressing Baby Tyson for drawing a line and seeing if she really about that, we know that Baby Tyson's not going to duck no fade or hasn't ducked the fade yet. But I don't know. And I feel like Becky shouldn't even press Baby Tyson for real, because she knows she can beat her. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Becky should just like lay back a little bit. I'm like, girl, I already did you. You bored me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really ready to go there with you like that. You bored me. I ain't worried about no damn line. You bore me. And if I was Becky, I would have just walked over and just went to wherever I needed to go to. But I'm not going to continue to fight somebody that I can clearly beat up. In my mind. But I ain't Becky. Becky ain't me. So it is what it is. Mings fights Lulu because Lulu is drinking her liquor and acting in brown and playing both sides. And like, Lulu look like the type. It is what it is. She look like the type. Nas calls out Mimi. They fight because Mimi jumped in on Elena. But Nas, you standing up for the wrong thing, boo. Mimi only jumped in because Elena jumped in. You condoning the jumping? Yeah, you need to chill out with that. Maloney says her arm is really messed up. Mimi goes after Lauren. no, Minx goes after Lauren. Lauren leaves upset because her hand hurts. This is where I felt for Lauren, but then I didn't feel for Lauren because it's your house. You ain't ducking no fades. This and that and the third. Y'all mad at Maloney because Maloney has an injury and don't want to fight. But then Lauren gets upset because she fights and her hand is really, really hurting. So I'm thinking that she crying because her hand really hurts. But her walking off and storming off is kind of OD crazy to me when Baby Tyson, the smallest one there, is carrying all the hurt. No shade. No shade. I understand that you get to a boiling point and you aggravated and you mad about it. Cool. I get that. But Baby Tyson's still there and still in the paint. So I felt like Lauren shouldn't have left, is what I'm saying. I don't think Lauren should have left in that moment because it is what it is. Both sides are sitting there talking ish and so standing it. It just, I don't know. I just feel like she should have stayed. Elena wants to fight for Maloney. And so she's just like, I'm gonna go and fight for Maloney because our arm is messed up. David don't want to fight Elena. And I feel like it's smart that she don't want to fight Elena because Elena's not a pushover. It's also smart because David has a knee injury and a shoulder injury. Shout out to David for still wanting to fight, so to speak. But she picked and chose and decided not to fight Elena off the strength of Maloney. And I think that makes sense. That makes sense. If you Maloney keeps swearing up and down she want to fight, but your arm is injured. So you didn't win nothing if your arm is injured. No, low key. That's just how I feel. If I'm still ready to fight you, you didn't win the fight because your arm is injured off of fighting me. So now you out of it. So it just is what it is. I think Elena should sit down though. I think she should sit down. Maloney is upset because David doesn't want to fight Elena. Mimi fights Elena. Sort of, kind of, not really, for real. And then Baby Tyson is ready to leave because she over all the drama. She over it. You know, Becky still wants to get at Baby Tyson. I don't understand this. You know, Becky throws sand and then, you know, Baby Tyson gets up to try to throw sand and then we get the end of the episode. I don't know. I still think that Baddies Gone Wild is still cool. I think Baddies Gone Wild out of the three is the best. But if I had to rate this weekend's shows, it would be Bad Boys, Baddies Gone Wild, and then Baddies. Yep. That would be the ranking for me this weekend. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about it. Let me know what y'all think and y'all thoughts. And, you know, who's your top three? Who's your top three for this particular episode? Yeah, I think that's it. Anyways, love y'all so much. Thank y'all for watching. And yeah, continue to watch, continue to share. I love y'all. Deuces.